Hi, air signs. This is a collective reading for the air signs of Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. If you have Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra anywhere in your birth chart, this is your reading. It is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. At the end of the reading, I will open up for questions. So please hold off your questions until the end of the reading. Many times you will find that your questions are answered during the reading. I do like to start with a quick smudge of sage to cleanse the space. Darn, I think I'm about ready for a new smudge stick. And 3 chimes to bring in positive energy. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective. What would you like the collective to know or to be aware of during or for this reading? Welcome to Remedies, Alchemy, and Tarot. My name is Greta. I am an intuitive reader. I do look at your horoscope. I look at the sun placement, the moon placement, and other planetary placements to get an idea of the energy that is surrounding you at this time. But first and foremost, I do trust my intuition. It is my intention that during this reading, you learn to trust or verify or vet your intuition as well. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective. What would you like the collective to know or be aware of? And I will let you know, air signs, you have a lot of good positive energy that this Mercury retrograde, or not this Mercury retrograde, the full moon this week in Pisces with the partial lunar eclipse is really bringing in some positive energy for you. Move full speed ahead. You're going to find the clarity and everything that you have been working towards or working for is really going to start to fall into place. You're going to find yourself receiving a lot of clarity, a lot of the answers, a lot of the solutions that you have been looking for. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective. What would you like the collective to know or to be aware of during or for this reading? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective. One more card for the collective, and there's your signature. That says solutions to contracts. Thank you, Spirit. Full speed ahead for you. And let's see, there you are. And the foundation, the basis of your reading this evening is the Eight of Pentacles. And everybody's always has an answer. That is correct. Thank you for stopping by and looking at my answers. Thank you. And so There, is that audio a little bit better? Hopefully that audio is a little bit better. I have this, no, this microphone. Let me get this other one. Hang on a second. Let me get that other one. There we go. I think that's going to work out much, much better. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I tell you, I have been having technical difficulties all week. I am a Capricorn sun and a Capricorn moon. And Pluto is making its final hurrah for us Capricorns. And so this week, anything that has to do with electronics, I definitely have been taking one step forward and one step back. And I am kind of going to bring that to the attention during this reading because this is for the air signs, and including in that air signs is the Aquarius. And Pluto is getting ready to move into Aquarius. So if you have Aquarius anywhere in your birth chart, as um, Pluto steadily moves into your house, you are going to be experiencing one step forward and two steps back. But don't let that discourage you. There's always a way. It's, Pluto teaches us patience and perseverance. Thank you. And so, again, in your career, work, business, education, finance, and money, we start off with the seven of Pentacles, which is really taking stock of all of the energy, all of the effort, and everything that we have put forth in our public life up until this point, and wondering, has it really been worth it? Has the juice been worth the squeeze? Are we getting fair pay? Is there ways to improve? Is there areas that we're succeeding in that we can add more energy to? And I love that that is followed by the Ace of Swords. And that Ace of Swords is really the gift of wisdom. And so, the sword and the crown here, it really talks about knowledge, but knowledge is the learning, it's the having the information, it's the gathering of the book smart. But we can go a step further where we can say that wisdom is the ability to apply. And so I see, as you're taking stock, as you're evaluating, you are gaining momentum, you are gaining knowledge, and you are going to have the wisdom and the momentum to take action on that knowledge, to put that knowledge to work for you. And the Page of Pentacles, which is a gift of money, it's a gift of finance, it's a physical gift. And look at the appreciation on this page's face. It's a deep appreciation for what is coming in for you. I think that what is coming in for you is well deserved. I think that even if we look back at the amount of energy and effort that it takes to evaluate and to apply that wisdom, it's a well earned gift. And I love that that is followed by the Six of Wands. And this Six of Wands is victory. But look at the crowd there. Look at the crowd. That, I like to call that the winning the crowd. It's like everybody's on board. Everybody is really cheering you on. You are their champion. You have won not only for yourself, but you have won for other people that are involved here. I do want to bring your attention, though, to this person right here. That person to me looks like they are experiencing some jealousy or some envy. At this time, I don't think that we need to be concerned about other people being jealous or envious of our victories, even though it's for their benefit. I think it's just something that we should be mindful of, that we should be aware of. And again, I say full speed ahead. You're ready to launch your career into overdrive. Here you have been brainstorming on a new way to generate money, and you're spending more time at the office. But as you're spending more time at the office, you know it's going to be worth it. You know that you are going to receive uh, benefits, bonuses, the increased finances. You know that the effort that you're putting in is going to pay out to your benefit. I also say that all of the work and the effort that you've put into building your career is coming together. Whatever you are looking for, or whatever you are wanting, or maybe in some cases it's whatever you are asking for, the answer is going to be yes. So if at this time, or if you've been considering about asking for a raise, now is the time to ask. The answer is going to be yes. If maybe you were considering applying for another job or another position, go ahead and put in that ask. The answer is going to be yes. At this time, you have that energy of that full moon lunar eclipse working in your favor, working in your favor. And you know, you have the confidence that you need. And I believe that confidence is what's causing that little bit of jealousy. But whatever you are working on, whatever you are asking for in your public life, it is going to benefit everyone. And I love that. I love when we can make an ask, when we can make a request and we get it, and everyone benefits. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective. And in your private life, and this would be your love, home, family, and friends, we start off with the King of Wands. The King of Wands, sometimes he can be a tricky one, because anytime I see the King or Queen of Wands, I think about the use of our intuition, the use of our passions, the use of our desires. And perhaps there's something in your home life that maybe you have a passion about, or a desire, that you've put on the back burner. Perhaps it's a hobby or an activity that you've been putting off. You've had put that on the back burner so you can focus more on the day to day. But look at this. That is followed by the Knight of Swords. And that Knight of Swords, I like to call this Knight of Swords, only fools rush in. We can see, look at the energy, look at the action, look at the speed of his steed as he's rushing forward, sword drawn. But he doesn't necessarily have all of the clarity that he needs. He's just ready to take action, followed by the 10 of Pentacles. And I'm not surprised that we see a 10 show up in your reading. Tens represents endings and beginnings, and also lunar full moons and lunar eclipses recommend or represents endings and beginnings. But here I see that this is a positive beginning that deals with legacy, that deals with the emotional, that deals with the spiritual, and family. As we can see, we see the couple here, we see the dogs, we see the little children here, and we see the ancestors in the background looking on. And it looks like they're looking on in approval. And the Knight of Wands can represent travel, perhaps a quick trip, a vacation, or a move. What was that? Major changes in your home. That is what this is about. There has been major changes in your home life, or there is going to be a major change in your home. And this is leaving you run down. It's like it's almost too much. It's like there's been so many changes in your home life that it's leaving you run down. There's a change in the living arrangements, and this change, I don't know if it's someone moving in or someone moving out, or maybe even buying or renting a new home, a new living arrangement, or maybe adding an addition to your home. I don't see any children here, so I don't think it's a birth, but it's a change in your home. Maybe it's the purchase of a larger ticket item, um, or wanting to sell a major ticket item, but there is a change in your living arrangement. I would say that if you are planning on purchasing or selling a home, don't rush in. Don't be too quick about selling or purchasing a home. There's something here that needs to be looked at. So perhaps if you're selling a home, you're not going to get the asking price that you're asking for. Or if you are purchasing a home, you're going to overpay. There's something in the details. There's something in the there's something in the contract that needs to be gone over, that needs to be negotiated with. I guess maybe I would even say, because we have this 10 of Pentacles here, that even if you were to overpay, or if you were to get underpaid for the transition of a property, it's still going to benefit the family. But I would say if you hold off and go over that contract a little bit better, it would be even more beneficial. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective. And here in messages, we start off with the Four of Pentacles. And that Four of Pentacles is really asking us to be on guard. And I think that's be on guard about that contract. I don't know if it's a major purchase, but to be on guard about that contract. And here that is followed by the Magician card, which is new beginnings, fresh starts, and having everything that we need for that new beginning, for that fresh start. Um, Usually when I see the Magician card and we see that 10 here and we talk about that wisdom, it's like it's something new, something different, something that you haven't tried or experienced before. And anytime we're starting something new, sometimes we feel a little bit apprehensive about that, and sometimes we get off to a little bit of a rocky start. If that is the case, don't worry. Everything's going to fall into place and things are going to level out. Things are going to smooth out to where they work in your favor. Followed by the King of Swords. And this King of Swords is that contract, that agreement, that sell, or that purchase. And again, be guarded, be protective of that. Followed by the Page of Swords. And I think this Page of Swords speaks to this jealous person that we were talking about, or that we were looking at in your public life, someone being jealous. And again, Spirit is saying be on the lookout for jealousy. be on the lookout for jealousy. Jealous people have a tendency to do some pretty strange things, some pretty off the wall things. But I also believe that anytime anyone is acting out of jealousy or acting out of envy, that negative karma reflects back onto them, and it does not reflect onto you. Although they can have a tendency to make us double look or double think about something. But again, it's just being mindful. And when anybody is acting out of jealousy and envy, everyone around, everybody that knows the situation sees it for what it actually is. They're not pulling the wool over anyone's eyes. You know, Money is a game of easy come and easy go. And you've worked really hard for your money. And it is time to put your money to work for you, no matter what the amount is. Even if it's $1, even if it's $10, there's a way that we could use it. We can invest it. We can set it aside to where it is working for us. And that is the message that I have for the collective. Thank you very much for viewing Remedies, Alchemy, and Tarot. I will open up the reading now for a question. If anybody has a question that was not answered in the reading, please write that in the comment section and I will be happy to draw some cards for you. If there's some cards or a topic of conversation that I had or that was talked about during this reading and you would like clarity on that, please go ahead and write that in the comment section as well. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, I usually put that down there for my live readings, and I'm a little bit on a time lag. So, yes, if anyone has a question, I would be very happy to answer that. If you're an Aquarius or a Capricorn and you have a question about Pluto, I would be happy to answer that. Or if you had a question about the full moon partial eclipse in Pisces, I would be happy to answer that. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, so it gets a little bit weird here. Again, I do appreciate everybody viewing and for your likes, your shares, your comments, and your subscriptions. Maybe if you don't have a question now, please tune in to my next live reading and I would be happy to answer that question there. Do feel free to watch your weekly zodiac sign reading. I do believe you may find some clarity there. If not, you may even have a question about that reading. If you do have a question about your weekly reading, if you sign into a live reading, you can ask for clarity there as well. There we go. Maybe we'll get that. There it is.